Lettering Comics, Lettering in Affinity Photo. I'm Robert Johnston. Okay, and welcome to another lettering video. Learning my lesson. This time for sure. Okay, so what you see on the left hand of the screen here is Affinity Designer, and the right you see Affinity Photo. Now we are going to do a little comparison shopping here. Okay, we'll do, you know what, we'll just make it white, and then we'll take the stroke, bring that up. Now when I'm doing a regular comic size, I like to do 1.2 stroke. Okay, and then I'm going to just draw a simple tail. Alright, put it in there like that. So you can see I have two. We'll make that the tail, and we'll just leave that as ellipse. Now we're going to come over here to, this is a vector program, by the way, and you can see that by the sharpness of these lines here. They never start looking jagged. Okay. I'm going to go over here and we're going to create the same type of stuff using an ellipse tool. As you can see, we got our fill. We've got no strokes, so we're going to do 1.2. We're close to that one. Now we're going to make our tail with, where is my pen tool? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Alright. Now, if you look in, you'll see, whoops, you'll see that there's the difference between vector and raster. Okay, that's why I always use a vector program to do my lettering. But at 300 DPI, it really doesn't matter. You just don't want to letter a lower resolution lettering set over top of high resolution art. Because then you'll have to scale this up to match the 600 DPI or whatever high DPI you've gone with your art, and it will give you this. It'll look like this. You don't want that. So stick with lettering at 300 DPI. Now we're going to do this trick that Illustrator does. I'm going to select both of them, and I'm going to, well, actually, I'm just going to fill. Actually, I'm going to draw a box around it so you can see what I'm working with here. But first, I got to be in the right program. All right. There. Now this will just show us what's filled and what's not. So it looks like since you automatically, if you use one of these in Affinity Designer, if you use one of these shape tools, it'll automatically fill it with a white as a base. But this one, however, will not. So, but good news, you don't need to worry about that. You select both of these objects, and then you just go layer, create compound. Blow. You got your perfect shape thing there. But wait a minute. I want to do this first. Convert to curves. You don't need to do that. Create compound. So now it creates this little layer group. The compound I made, it's got the tail in there and the actual oval. And you can move this tail around any way you want. You can rotate it. You can make it go the other way. You could even, while you're in this group, draw one. And it will fill it. And it's within that group. Okay? So you can make some really inventive word balloons here. Now, this is what the video is about. We're going to need, by the way, you can copy and paste between these two programs. So that's what I'm going to do here. Just move that over. There we go. Let's size that up just a bit better. Take my tail between my legs and go home, because this program is not going to do as well as Designer. Okay, so we move it forward just so you can see what we're going to attempt. We're going to select both of these. I'm going to go up here to layer and look for that compound group. I do not see it anywhere. I've got geometry. I can convert to curves. Let's do that. Okay, so I don't know, it just gave me a extra layer there. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. That was dumb. Should have done it, but oh well. And as you can see, it didn't do anything. I'm still not where I want to be. So let's go back up, look for some, what's this? Enable, what are those? Group? What does that do? Well, it just puts you in a group, which is okay, but it doesn't do anything here. So that's pointless. Let's try to do something else. This is why a vector program really is the way to go, because of the editability of your balloons and your tails. I mean, you can create whole documents of balloon shapes, tail shapes, and combine them together whenever you like, you know. Alright, so let's try, we could merge the curves, right? We could try that. That's not good. Let's go to divide. It's not good. Let's go to XOR. XOR. Still not good. How about intersect? Ooh, not good at all. How about subtract? Ooh, not good. That's a pointless one. Add. Aha. So now we can add, but it's all on one layer and it's not really editable. But there's one thing you can do, one small little edit point you can utilize at this point is you go to your little pen tool there, click, hold down, you go to the node tool. This is where you can edit your shape to something more manageable, I think, and then you can put your text in there and call it a day, you know. Let's see. Okay, a little bit of text that says something. We're going to go ahead and choose the choose the font I want, and then we're going to change the size to 7.5, which is what I use for lettering comics. Not 6.5, 7.5, guys and gals. because I think 6.5 is a little too small these days. Alright, so what else we need to do? We need to center align that text. And since that's way too big of a balloon, we'll go ahead and shake things up a little bit there. Okay. So, you know, there is a balloon. It's really rastery looking, but it's there. Let's copy that text over to this. And let's see. Notice it is fully copy and pastable from one document to the other, but this one retains its clean lines. It's a vector and it respects that. So I'm going to take this shape, or rather I'm going to go to my shape and just shrink it down the way I want it. Okay, that's cool. We'll get our tail, and we'll get our other shapey tail, and we'll just put it on in there. Okay, so as you can see, you can get some good lettering, word balloons, and text out of both programs. But unfortunately, Affinity Photo is not as editable as Affinity Designer when it comes to separate objects and connecting them together with some, means like a group or something. If you're going to buy this program here, Affinity Photo, it would be like you can use this as your Photoshop replacement, because you can draw your artwork, you can color your artwork all within this program. You can also, as you can see, do some limited lettering, but you got to be on your mark when you're creating your balloons. You got one shot and you got to get it right the first time. But if you do Affinity Designer, you got multiple times to fix things. You can go back and fix things with little damage, and by damage I mean your personal time. Okay, so hopefully you guys don't hear the background noise of the lawnmowers outside. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And I hope this video will help anyone who's looking to check out these programs. These are the Adobe replacements that I use all the time. Can't go wrong with not being a slave to a subscription model. All right. Well, I hope you folks have a wonderful Monday, October. What's the date again? What's my name again? The 18th. Have a great October 18th. And we'll see you in the next video. All right. Take care. Bye.